Welcome everyone to a day of creativity and celebration at the Shuttles and Needles studio. Today we are here for a very special occasion, which is the Handloom Day, marked on the 7th of August. It is a day dedicated to honoring the art of hand weaving and showcasing the joy it brings to people from different walks of life. To mark this occasion, we are bringing together 25 urbanites from different backgrounds and professions, but sharing the same love for weaving. These are people who have taken up weaving as a lifestyle hobby. So during this day, it's going to be a 3-hour session where everybody is going to weave on different modern looms, and we're going to convert it into different products. So sit back and enjoy for us to embark and celebrate weaving, and happy weaving.
I forget about the rest of the world, and all I get to do is just be myself and not live with boundaries set by somebody else.
And I love this like this, anything. I don't know if it's beautiful or not, I really don't know. I just love, whenever I feel low, whenever I feel, even to my friends nowadays, whenever they are somewhat ill, I'll just show this. See, I've done this at this age, you can also do something. Our children will do everything. Like, this became an icon for me.
It looks complicated, right? But when you're doing it, it's like the most simplest things. And for people to kind of even guess that it was made with such a simple hand movement or technique, or maybe just one small manipulation, it would not be believable. And that's the beauty.
So it sort of gives you place where you can just be yourself, you and the loom. The loom begins to interact with you. Every warped thread says something to you. It's a different kind of experience.
So to me, this concept of building the brain to the best ability that it can be at an age needs to be the focus of early childhood education. And for that, it's not the staccato way of sit in your places and listen to me that works, but something that gives movement. And weaving has not just movement of the body when thread or the shuttle goes left to the right and the right to the left. You've got to be very mindful.
Shuttles and Needles was started with the aim of making things simple. If you make anything simple, democratize the whole thing and make it accessible, who are interested should be able to pick up weaving and hand spinning. That's the purpose of the studio. So what we try to do is we bring in modern looms and modern tools from across the world and make it accessible by workshops to people who are interested. They can also buy the looms here off the shelf and buy the yarns, and if somebody wants to learn more, they can always get back for more advanced trainings.
So I don't see any particular creative art as feminine or masculine or something like that, because the perceptions are so. Some sort of sewing crafts are associated with women. But whereas men are considered to be in the fields of sculpture, something like that. But whereas you see the industrial weavers in saris or garland makers or cooks are all men. But when it drills down to hobby farm, so it is considered as feminine. So there are no such boundaries.
So I personally feel this is a sort of a healer in those pandemic times when we were all going through so many things in our life. And of course, that is what I feel. I feel once I've completed with a product, I really enjoy, I get so excited, like a kid said, I've completed. And it's quite a good sort of a meditation or whatever you call it. It gives you such a satisfaction when you see something made out of your own hands. And so
And what I found is to give gifts is an ideal thing because it's very quick. You do, especially when I have to give a gift in say 2 days. If I have to do if I have to stitch something, it'll take more time. If I have to knit, it'll take more time. Crochet will also take definitely more time. The quickest gift is this. So.
You're left to plan your design and what is it that you want to do, and that's how we did it. So it was quite an interesting experience.
I know there are people who come here from out of town and stay here, which I think is totally worth it. Even if you don't intend to continue weaving, Shuttleton gives you the opportunity to just come and try it. You know, a relaxing thing. You might just decide, okay, I want to make a few scarves. Just come in here, or I want to make a leash for my friend's dog. It's a nice thing to do on a weekend, you know, or on a holiday. You come here, you do that. So I would totally suggest do that first.
I really like the sound of when the lead, it's like the moment you're done and then you change the shaft and then have the sound and then you throw the shuttle and then you have happening. I love that.
I would say that when I actually get down to the loom and I have sort of got myself focused, it's like a journey. It just feels very meditative, and as the yarn converts into a fabric, it feels like magic.
So first I planned something random, and then I just randomly wove this, like not following the plan, halfway through until this part, and then after that I just same thing but the opposite way around.
The difference is that it's repetitive but not monotonous. So I think that's what really pulls me back to weaving. It actually brings me a lot of peace of mind. Yeah.
You can just keep going and going and you never get bored.
பசங்களுக்கு கோஆர்டினேஷன் தெரியாது. ஸோ ஃபைன் மோட்டார் கிராஸ் மோட்டார் ஸ்கில்ஸ் டெவலப்மெண்ட்டுக்கு அதுக்கு எல்லாமே இந்த வீவிங் தானே நல்லா யூஸ் ஆகும்.
This is my first scarf I did, and the second scarf I did, and third scarf I gifted to my sister.
Even different fabrics now I'm able to distinguish between what is silk, what is linen, which warp it has, what weft it has. It just makes a big difference.
Weaving sort of helps me embrace my chaotic, artistic, but also like this organized, structural side of me at the same time.
Everything is woven, like the relations between people, it's woven together. Each friendship,
or fatherhood, motherhood, everything is woven. When together, it forms a woven thing. So weaving is something beyond this fabric art.
It's something unimaginable. And that is what became important for people who came to Shuttles and Needles. We're getting lots of ideas are there, lots and lots of ideas. The benefits are unbelievable, very calming and meditative feeling. And so you can just lose yourself in this whole process.
I think we should move toward culture of doing by our own hands, creating by our own hands, because it gives us a lot of appreciation of the material things we possess, and we also get to understand our cultural aspects in a much better way when we start working with our hands.
Happy weaving!